Hello and welcome to the Outside Line podcast. I'm Peter.
And I'm Emma.
And we're here to talk about all the serious and silly aspects of Formula One and other motorsports. So, Emma, did you watch the World Cup final?
Did I watch the World Cup final? Fuck off. Why would anyone want to watch the World Cup final?
It was motorsport related this time.
No, it wasn't.
It was because it delayed the Indycar, or it would have. Yeah.
Well, it didn't delay the Indycar. Rain delayed the Indycar.
Yes, but they were going to wait if there hadn't been weather. They were going to wait till after the World Cup finished, and it went into extra time, and so they delayed. They would have delayed the race because they wanted all the viewers to stick with Fox and watch the IndyCar. So their plans were ruined
by the rain.
By the rain, yeah. So.
Yeah.
We have the Formula 1 to talk about and the Formula 2 to talk about. So let's just jump straight into them.
Yes.
Wasn't able to watch any of the free practices, unfortunately.
I did.
Oh.
I watched them all.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, did anything interesting happen? Because
right, I've got a couple of notes. So VCAR brought one upgrade.
One. Wow.
And yes, so to determine who got the upgrade, they based it on who scored higher in quali last time out, and it was Arvid, so Arvid got the upgrade. So there you go. Liam will be getting his next week.
Mm-hmm.
And the other two notes is Gasly and Lewis got their back doors smashed in at the same corner.
Yes.
So
I knew Hamilton crashed and they had to rebuild his car, but I didn't know about Gasly. Okay.
Gasly did the same in like FP1. So yeah. Exactly the same place.
Okay.
So interesting. But yeah, not very interesting FP 1, 2 and 3 because the cars go slow and it's boring for everyone involved.
I mean, I think it might always have been like that, but yeah. Okay, well then, yes, moving on to the qualification. Now, there was a bunch of people who had grid place penalties.
Yes.
So Lando and Lance Stroll had 10 place grid penalties. So they wanted to qualify as high up as possible. And Alonso and Hadjar had even more penalties, which meant they were basically guaranteed to start at the back. But it did mean that Hadjar was free to give Max the tow, which if he were to make it into Q3. So yeah, that's interesting. That could be interesting.
Yeah.
But in Q1, it was the usual Bottas, Perez, Alonso, Stroll got knocked out.
Yeah, but did you see how far off the Aston Martin was?
Yeah, I mean...
It was 4 seconds.
Yeah, it's incredible.
That's insane.
Yeah.
So I think someone said that Alonso's time that he set was the same as the pole time from, like, 1985 or something.
Yeah.
Like something ridiculous like that, or like 1990 something.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, okay, good. I'm glad that we're doing this.
I think someone showed that basically, like, it was closer to F2 than F1. Yeah, really bad.
I'd believe it, yeah.
And then the two other people were Albon and Ocon. They got knocked out. Then
Ocon's cursed because he's got a Spider-Man helmet.
Yeah.
Like a little child.
They're all children, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Then Q2, well, I mean, it's not that interesting. I'll just list the names, which is Lawson, Gasly, Colapinto, Hulkenberg, Sainz, and Behrman. So, the surprises this week are, well, it's just Bortoletto, I guess, is the only surprise.
Yeah.
I suppose the surprise is that Lawson didn't get through, but if you say his car is different from Lindblad, then that makes some sense.
Yeah, makes sense, yeah.
So, Hadjar did get into Q3, and then he did give Verstappen the tow on both his runs. That was good.
Yeah.
We did get a red flag to clean the gravel in between the runs in Q3, which, fair enough, I guess. And anyway, it was Antonelli who got pole.
Who said, fuck your tow.
Yeah. Well, where would Verstappen have been without it, I guess. But Lando, well, came third, but of course will be demoted down to P13. But yeah, he was looking pacey. It's just, unfortunately, he was screwed. Then Russell only came fourth, which, Well, I think at the end we'll have to talk about the conspiracy theories regarding
Yes.
George Russell, but yeah, it didn't go well for him there. Then Leclerc, Hamilton, Piastri, Lindblad, Bortoletto, and Hadjar, the top 10.
Did you see when Max crossed the line and went top, and the crowd like was going mental, and then Antonelli crossed the line and went faster, and the crowd went silent.
Yeah.
I just felt it in my bones. I was like, yeah, me too. I was so like, yes, get in there, Max. And then it was like, oh, no. You again. This kid again.
Yeah, he's doing it, you know. I think that they
At
said...
least it's not George.
Exactly. No, I'd much rather the kid did it than George, so I'm happy for him. Yeah, well, let's get on to the race. 44 laps. Most people start on the mediums, but Norris and Hadjar start on the hard, so they're looking to go long, and good idea. And for some reason, Sainz, they put him on the soft. Like Williams,
Williams are just throwing stuff at the wall at this point, I think.
Yeah, they're mad.
Yeah.
They seem to fall them apart because, I mean, it doesn't really matter later, but Sainz comes in, like he has damage because he hits Ocon at the start, and they change his wing and they hadn't even told him. So
yeah, he said, I didn't approve this.
Yeah, I didn't approve this. So Williams, seemed like, I don't know. I thought they were supposed to get organised under Voiles, but...
I think the car being shit was not something he planned for, so he's kind of panicking now.
Yes.
Like he was expecting to keep the momentum from last year, and the car's been total shit, and he's gone, oh, what do we do now?
Yeah. Then, yes. So race starts. Verstappen actually overtakes Antonelli after the first corner, La Source. But then Antonelli easily overtakes on the Camel Straight because Max used too much of his battery or something like that. So
Something battery. Yeah.
No, the Camel Straight was also pretty bad for George because something was not right in his car. And he's
he got swallowed up.
Yeah, he loses like 3 places. Like the car, I don't know, either didn't have battery or started super clipping. Anyway, he drops a load of places, then kind of dives into the corner. Would you say? Mm-hmm. But then,
I'd say that's a typical George overly defensive sort of thing. But unfortunately for him, Lewis kind of lost control a little bit.
Yeah.
And ended up spinning him out.
Yeah, so like it's pretty late from George, but I think under the rules, you know, Hamilton is supposed to leave him space, and
would call it a racing incident.
Yeah, well,
because it's the first lap.
Yeah, I think first lap, and you go 2 by 2 into a corner. Hamilton came on the radio and said that like it was the dirty air in front of him that meant he oversteered and had to correct, and then so he bashed into the side of Russell and spun him out. In the decision they did say like it was mitigated down from 10 seconds to 5 seconds because of all of that.
It should have been non-seconds.
Yeah, I think I would have said it's a racing incident, but then maybe it's because I don't like George. George himself.
I don't like George, but I would still say it was a racing incident. And George himself said it was a racing incident.
Yeah, well, see, George, he was very angry that something was wrong with his car. So he was more angry about that than, like, I bet in hindsight he'll also say that, like, oh, yeah, it was justified, the penalty. But he was so angry about it. And then, is it Craig Slater, the guy who interviews him?
Yes.
Like, he was really trying to make him cry. He was like, this is like, you've fallen even more points behind, Kimi, now. This is really tough to take, isn't it? And George is like...
Yeah, but he was also, like, stirring the, like, oh, but Kimi has a better car than you and all this stuff. This guy. I hate this guy. I watched the grid walk and stuff, and he was, like, accosting drivers and, like, running alongside them. And I was just like, can we just ban this man? Because he's such a shit stirrer. Like, he's not a good journalist. He's one of those that, like, needles people until they say something to tell him to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, he's not actually good at his job.
It's so strange that he's part of the Sky coverage, I guess, but he only turns up every so often that you forget he exists. So yeah, it's weird. It's
I wonder if with Rachel leaving, he might do even more, and then we'll have to suffer him even more.
Yes, yeah. Well, we'll see. Anyway, of course, we get a safety car to recover George's car. Interesting, Hadjar pits twice. First he pits from the hard onto the medium, and then the medium back onto the hard.
I mean, it makes sense. It does actually make sense to me, because if you are planning on going long, and you think the hard is the tyre to be on, then why not take advantage of the safety car? Because, I mean, you don't really get safety cars around Spa, because the track is so long that a lot of times it can just be covered by VSC. Obviously, this was, George was in a gravel, so they needed to do a safety car. But it's like, I think Red Bull had a good brief moment of strategy here.
Yeah.
I think for some reason they messed it up later, but I don't know why.
Well, okay.
Right now, it looked good.
We'll come to that, I guess.
Yeah.
I think if you think the hards can make it to the end from the very start of the race, which I'm not sure they did know, but I guess, they didn't really lose many places, and worth the chance. I mean, just to see how it goes.
Yeah.
And I think that was a really good strategy call. Anyway, race 2 restarts on lap 5. We get a nice fight between Hamilton and Piastri. Piastri, keeps his foot down through Eau Rouge and up the hill. Radillon, what is it called?
Radillon,
yeah. Pretty good. That was good. So that was nice. Max has started to make some moves as well. He passes Leclerc, and then he gets almost within a second of Antonelli, and then just the gap settles down, and he's just, he keeps the gap at about 1.5, but he just can't catch up to, like, Antonelli obviously has, and he can respond anytime he wants if he wants, poor Max.
Because he has a better car than everyone else.
Well, yeah.
Including his teammate.
Yeah. Oh, yes, we should also talk about Leclerc squeezing...
Yeah, let's talk about Leclerc.
Squeezing people into that corner at the end of the Camel Straight, I guess. So Piastri goes to overtake him. He's about halfway alongside. Coming up to the corner, Leclerc moves over to the racing line, in quotation marks, and clips the top of Piastri's front wing, and it flies off. This was judged to be no further action. Do you think that's right?
Yeah, I don't think that's right.
Yeah,
I think the stewards were looking at the wrong things and doing the wrong things. And I read the decision documents after, because I was absolutely baffled.
Yeah.
And they said, Oscar wasn't alongside.
Yeah,
I don't believe that for a second.
Well, the fact that it was his front wing got clipped, does sort of show you that he wasn't quite alongside, was he? So.
It doesn't matter, because either that or he did shovel him. He didn't leave enough room.
Yeah, but I guess his argument is he didn't have to leave enough room. He didn't have to leave room, so. Yeah, I thought that was a bit. I thought that was very close.
I think it was on. I don't even want to say on the edge, because to me that was egregious and cut and dried. Even though it was against Oscar, I was on Oscar's side.
Oh, okay.
So
should also mention by lap 9, Lando has basically made his way up from P13 into P6. He's basically cleared the Racing Bulls, who are the only ones who could delay him. Like, nobody else is going to stop him. He does eventually catch Oscar, and we think there's going to be team orders, because they always do that when people on totally different strategies. But apparently not. Apparently no. No favours. Which actually
allowed to race.
Yeah, allowed to race. I guess Piastri is why should I help him? Get in front of me. This is, because they're probably going to finish around the same anyway, so it doesn't really matter if they fight. So, Oscar's like, I'm not going to make it. But it probably hurts Oscar later, so maybe he should have been nice. But anyway, that was interesting. No team orders there. Also, no team orders in the Racing Bulls because they both pit. I don't know exactly which order they pit, but they come out basically on top of each other and squabbling with each other. We didn't. I don't know. For some reason, they decided to give us in the little box in the corner the view from Gasly, who was just behind them.
Yeah.
But I couldn't really tell what the fuck was going on. So
the race direction, genuinely baffling. Because why are you showing us the front where nothing's really happening?
Yeah.
And then the Racing Bulls are sort of fighting with each other. Gasly's gaining on him. Colapinto, oh my god, that overtake, by the way.
Yes.
Colapinto did on everyone. Shades of Mika Hakkinen. Jesus. That made me go, is he actually good? But then I remembered it's just the cars. It's not real. It's not real racing. It's just pretend.
Yeah. Anyway, that settles down. I think Lindblad sort of stays ahead. So that's sort of settled. Oh, and then did you hear this radio conversation between Hamilton and his engineer, where Hamilton is like, "What lap are we on?" And the guy's like, well, "Lap 18." Yeah. It's like, "What? I thought we agree." He was like, "This is not part of my plan. What are you doing? Why didn't you tell me?" But I think it transpired that basically they didn't tell Hamilton he had the penalty till he was about to pit. They don't though. They've done that. That's twice they've done that that we know of. I think that's just Ferrari's way of doing things. Is just don't tell anyone you've got the penalty. Yeah. And
we'll sort it out. But I mean, it depends. I know Lewis has always been quite a hands-on kind of guy.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas I think Charles has learned that Ferrari will tell you what to do and then you just yell at them after.
Yeah, he sort of accepted his fate there. Whereas Hamilton...
but I remember... Do you remember when Ferrari used to come on and ask Charles for the strategy or ask Carlos what they should do?
Yeah.
So I think they've learned from that, but now they've gone too far the other way where they're like, we've made the decisions here. You're not involved. And it should be more of a collaboration, I think.
Yeah. I think Ferrari, we've talked about it before, that it's made up of these little kingdoms and there's the strategy people. And so the strategy people obviously, they come up with 100 different strategies. And then during the Binotto era, that there was nobody would actually decide, so they put all the weight onto the drivers to make the decision. But now it's okay, we have the king, our kingdom is strategy, and nobody, not even the drivers, can overrule us. So, this is our land. We're not gonna. So, yeah, big mess. I think Ferrari is just dysfunctional. Just.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cannot. No, not even a world champion can fix it, I think. Anyway, we do get some other pit stops. So Verstappen pits. Antonelli has to pit a lap or so later to cover it. But for some reason, the Ferraris do stay out, which is odd.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't, I think it means that Leclerc was going to drop behind, Piastri or somebody. So it was odd, but then it seemed to work out really well for them because we get this VSE for a little while and then a VSE for a long while.
Yeah.
For some reason.
It felt manipulated to me.
It really did. I mean...
It felt... I don't know if the stewards are big Charles Leclerc fans, if they're Italian, I don't know. But it felt a bit... Oh, this has benefited Charles a lot.
Yeah. I mean,
actually,
it's not Occam's razor. What is the razor? Don't attribute to malice that you can attribute to, to incompetence. So I think the stewards were
maybe.
Well, we'll do the VC, we'll have a marshal run on the track and grab something, but then they did.
The marshal had gone back and they just left it out.
Yeah, well, I think he was scared.
It reminded me of IndyCar. When IndyCar used to not close the pit lane when they should have.
Yeah.
They reminded me of that.
Yeah.
That really clearly manipulating the race.
Yeah, it did feel like we're gonna make sure that Leclerc and Hamilton have time to pit. But I think they're just like, okay, the short VSC didn't work, so we're gonna do a long one and make sure we get it right this time. I don't think there's a conspiracy there beyond that
There could be.
doesn't really work. Anyway, Leclerc pits, gets ahead of Antonelli. Hamilton pits, serves his penalty, and then
Runs a man over.
Runs over this guy. Again, it transpired it was just more Ferrari incompetence, that Hamilton wanted his front wing adjusted. They didn't communicate that to the guy in time. By the time they told the guy whose job it is, like, Hamilton was ready to go, and that guy got himself run over.
Yeah.
So they investigated it after the race, and the decision document's quite funny. Like, it says, basically they said, okay, we're not going to give Hamilton a penalty because he didn't do anything wrong. He actually noticed that he was going to run the guy over and stopped. We're going to fine Ferrari and tell them they got to do better. Is basically the decision. But yeah, Ferrari just reverting to type, I guess.
I did like that Lewis came on the radio later, like, did you do the front wing at all? And they were like, no. And he was like, are you joking? Yeah. I was like, my guy, you ran the guy over.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? That was his job. You did that.
Yeah. But also, why didn't they tell him before? They didn't say, yeah, like, oh, by the way, we didn't. Like,
by the way, you ran over the man doing the front wing.
Yeah.
So
but that
you didn't get it done.
They had him out there going around, not realizing that they hadn't done the like, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, during the VSC, there was some discussion whether Lando should pit or not. I feel like he should have. I mean, it seemed like
I think
perfect from, like,
yeah.
So they apparently they did discuss it over the radio and decided against it, but it just seemed like a perfect time to pit. I mean,
it would have been really, really good for him, I think. Maybe
they're worried, okay, the medium, like, this is lap 22, so half race distance, and maybe they're like, the medium won't make it. But then the medium did make it on full tanks of fuel, so I think they messed that up, but anyway.
I agree. I think McLaren fumbled that one.
Yeah. Anyway, then race gets going again. Leclerc passes Norris for the lead. Antonelli passes Norris. He's like 3 seconds behind Leclerc, but, you know, he's obviously fast in the good car. Lando, Lando eventually does pit, and they screw it up. Like, something goes wrong with his wheel. So,
the worst.
Yeah, all the strategy is gone now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he drops down to P8.
Is this a round where Hadjar pits again as well? Because Hadjar pits 3 times. I'm not quite sure why he pits the 3rd time.
I didn't realise he pitted 3rd time. All right.
That's what I was saying. So that's why they messed him up, because they pit him and he ended up back at like P12 and had to go back up again.
I was under the impression that anyway, well, whatever happened, he's ahead of Lando after Lando pits, so that's
because Lando's pit stop was like 9 seconds.
Yeah, but that's only 7 seconds more, and Hadjar started like 10 positions behind him, so like okay, I'm not sure. Anyway, I wanted to point out the AI moment of stupidity this week. So normally we have Google Gemini and Formula E saying something stupid. This time we've got AWS saying something stupid, which is it predicts when Norris will catch up to Hadjar, which both Martin and Bernie in the commentary had just estimated off the top of their heads like ages ago. And this didn't say anything more, and it was wrong anyway. So Norris didn't catch up to Hadjar. Basically, so.
It was right. It was right. It said in 4 laps. This was on lap 40 of 44. He did actually catch up to him as the race ended.
Yeah.
So it was right, but it was useless.
Yeah, stupid. I mean, again, employ a human to just like read it and decide whether it's stupid or not.
Bernie knows.
Yeah.
Bernie's figured that one out. Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing that happens for the end of the race is Hamilton gets past Piastri. Piastri, I guess, still carrying damage from that from Leclerc, but
Yeah.
So finishes Antonelli, Leclerc, Verstappen is the podium. Yep. Then we've got Hamilton, Piastri, Hadjar, Norris, Bortoletto, Lindblad, and Colapinto. Colapinto, they didn't even show him crossing the line. Well, they didn't even wait till he had done that before they cut away to the coverage. But I think it's because he was so far behind. But it was really close between him, Lawson, and Gasly. So, I think they could have cut to that battle, to be honest. But yeah.
Yeah. They just don't care.
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. And poor Fernando Alonso got lapped twice.
Yeah, on the longest,
I think
on the longest circuit, on the longest lap.
Yeah, just sad. Just really, really sad.
Yeah. Well, it was also sad. Did you see the shot of Hamilton walking up this hill at the end?
No.
It was very sad. It looked like because the way the cars come in the end of the pit lane and park up there, but for some reason there's a hill or something, and it looked like Hamilton was completely on his own, just wandering up this hill. It was really sad. Right now, let us talk about some conspiracy theories. So Kimi, he had terrible luck in the last couple of races, right? So it sort of swung back. He was just fast, and Russell, got knocked out. So a bit of luck. He's now 45 points ahead of Hamilton.
Yeah.
Russell, doesn't score any points, and they mentioned this parity of equipment, implying that he doesn't have the same car as Kimi.
This is such...
What do they mean by that?
This is such rivalry bullshit, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Because do we not remember last year? Oh, Lando's got a better car. Oscar's got a better car. Lando's got a better car. Nobody has a better car. Right. This is just George being upset because he's got skill issues.
Oh, okay.
There's nothing wrong with George's car.
What?
What's wrong with George's car is the driver.
Well, something was definitely wrong on that Gemmell Street, because even George doesn't lose three places
I think it was a skill issue.
No.
I think he didn't deploy it properly or whatever.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was an AI issue, and in which case, ruined everything. So,
yeah.
But I can't get on board with he's being sabotaged by the team. Because it just reminds me of last year when it was completely wrong again. So
yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think they're purposely sabotaging him. I just think the bits of his car are broken and they haven't been able to fix it. So yeah.
But that's not to say that Kimi's car is better.
No.
Kimi's car might have those same issues. They just haven't reared their head.
It might, but it can just be faulty components. They built them the same way, but just there's some wires that are, loose. So there's just some.
Or it's just that George has been unlucky to get those issues.
Yeah.
At those times, it's not a clear-cut case of Kimi's in a better car than you.
No, that's mad.
Because you can't say that's true.
Yeah. Anyway, I guess maybe the more sensible conspiracy theory is that Mercedes don't care to look carefully and fix the car. No, that could just be Mercedes and total arrogance that, there's nothing wrong with our car. Shut up, George. But they don't. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I saw this quote afterwards, which I'm not sure is real or not, because I can't imagine Toto saying it, but he was like, half the problems with the car and half the problems with George, so that can't be real. That can't be real. No, okay.
That can't be real. He wouldn't say that.
I've fallen for some AI clickbait.
He's many things, Toto, but I don't think he would publicly slag off George like that.
No, probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah, who else? Well, we can talk about Leclerc, who's, back, after a little dip in form. He's won Silverstone and now he's P2, so...
Getting away with murder, yeah.
What? Hamilton...
Trying to kill Oscar.
Yeah. Racing incident. Hamilton, he looked pretty good, but he didn't really go anywhere, so I don't, not sure what to think of him at the moment. Just, unlucky to get the penalty, unlucky to hit the mechanic. I mean, I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
McLaren looked pretty mediocre in terms of, like, you know, you're guaranteed top 8. But
yeah,
you know,
but that's because everyone else is shit.
Yeah.
It's not out of them being any good.
Yeah, and yeah, as we discussed, maybe Lando's strategy wasn't quite right. You know, if Hadjar finished ahead of him, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we already talked about the Racing Bulls. I mean, Lindblad's scoring points here, Lawson not. I mean,
yeah. The thing about the Racing Bulls is, for some reason, like, they're really good in qualifying compared to the rest of the cars. So obviously they get up there.
Yeah.
But then when it comes to race pace, they just don't seem to go anywhere.
Well, there's not really anywhere like, for them to go, is there?
I know, but the gap between like them and Red Bull is so big in race pace.
Yeah.
That they can't, like, they are just going to be 9 and 10 basically every week.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it feels a little bit boring. At least we had a little bit of excitement this week because obviously, like, yeah, Arvid got the upgrade, but Liam didn't, and then the Alpines could catch up.
Yeah.
And there was a little bit of like going on or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I really, really, really want them to do well, but it's just impossible.
I mean, they're a second team. I mean, there's only so good they can be. I mean, there's no real point in rooting for them, I think.
I know, but
they're fighting Alpine and Audi for best of the rest, I guess.
But it just feels like there's no point in rooting for anyone this season because there's a really clear order.
I mean,
so there's no point.
I think historically that is F1, isn't it? Yeah.
No, because at least, like, it used to be that you know who was going to be, like, who's going to be second or third. Now it's like, yeah, it's Mercedes, Ferrari, McLaren, Red Bull, Racing Bulls, Alpine, you know. Yeah. And if they, like, 1 week they're going to come like 2 by 2 in the order, and that's really going to, yeah.
Yeah, well, there still seems to be a little bit of churn around the P9, P10. So yeah, good results for Bortoletto and Colapinto this week, and
yeah,
maybe they're good. I don't know.
I don't think they are.
Anyway, yeah, but yeah, big good weekend for Kimi. Anyway,
every weekend's a good weekend for Kimi.
Well, apart from when the car breaks down, yeah.
No, but it just feels like every single weekend it's youngest driver to do this thing, youngest driver because he's the youngest person ever, don't you know?
Wow, you've really turned on poor baby Kimi.
I'm in a bad mood.
Right, let us talk about Formula 2.
Yes.
I didn't see Quali, but I did read the decision documents and I've sort of reconstructed what must have happened. So, Leon, he was adjudged to be the sole cause of a red flag. He just spun out. So, all his laps got deleted. So, he has to start at the back. And you'd say the weekend can't really get any worse for him, can it?
Well.
Well.
Poor guy.
Then Van Hopen also caused a red flag, but they said he did not get a penalty for that. They said it wasn't his fault, it was the car's. So he escaped that. Then, because of those red flags, or because of those stoppages, there were double yellow flags, and there was about 10 summons for yellow flag infringements. Most people were able to argue that they lifted or they whatever, or they like we had in F1. It's like, we didn't get the notification on our dashboard or whatever.
Yeah.
Actually, it was Formula E, wasn't as well, where they had all those.
Yeah.
So only 3 people got penalties out of like all these people who got summoned, and that was Villa Gomez, Shields, and Fittipaldi. So yeah.
That really made a difference to them, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Dunn, who I'm always kind of keeping an eye on, hoping he does well, and always ready to defend him. He was on a really fast lap, apparently, but then the red flag came and messed it up, and then had to go out, or everybody had to go out in the same tyres, and he'd used too much of them, so that's why he only came P3.
Yeah, sure.
Because Camara got pole as usual.
Sick of this kid.
Yeah. Well, he's going to be in Haas or somewhere next year, isn't he?
Oh, wish he would fuck off.
Oh my god, yes. Inthraphuvasak somehow, surprisingly, into P2. That was a bit of a shock. Soloff P4. Then we have Bennett, another good quality for him.
Yes, very good quality for him.
Followed by Beganovic, Dirksen, Belinsky, Stensurner. Leon was there, but obviously got his lap deleted. So Montoya inherits P10 and pole in the sprint. Now there's one name missing there, which was Mini. He seemed to have just a really bad quality.
Yeah, he had a bad time.
So, yeah. So let's go to the sprint. We've got Montoya and pole, followed by Stensurner, Belinsky, then Dirksen. As usual in F2, I think I remember this from last year as well, just that camel straight, just the toe.
Yeah.
I don't know, like the overspeed is so powerful that you don't even need DRS. Anyway, it did mean that whoever is in pole, basically there's no way they're going to be in pole at the end of the camel straight. Yeah. And that's exactly what happened, that Stensurner was able to overtake him. Yeah, for some reason we didn't get DRS for like 3 laps. I don't know why. That was odd.
There was no timings on the side for about 4 laps either, so...
The timing tower wasn't there as well, I noticed that. That was really annoying.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, also, as per usual, we get safety cars. So, we get a safety car because, well, Shields got pushed onto the gravel by Miata. It was judged like no further action. It was a bit... I mean, I don't think it was totally Shields' fault here, but okay. I mean...
No.
Miata is normally... He's normally pretty fair. Like, he's never competing for points or anything like that, but he's normally pretty fair, right? So... Then, did you see Kane Shields trying to get off the track? Like, he got out of his car.
Yes.
And he looked lost. Like...
He didn't know where to go. Yeah, I made a note of it.
He's just wandering around. Yeah.
Yeah, just going backwards and forwards until someone told him where to go. With his weird half Scottish, half Irish flag.
Yeah, well, yeah. So the British racing driver Shields got lost.
He's Scottish.
Yeah. Safety car did kind of mess up Stensurner because he had built up like a 2-second lead over Dirksen, and it's just gone. No Leon had to retire, so can't get any worse this weekend. We do get the restart in lap 8, then lap 10 we see some overtakes. Basically Montoya is just falling back through the grid, but lap 11 Dirksen does manage to overtake Stensurner for the lead. Then we get another safety car. Actually, we should mention Mini retired, but he wasn't going to score points anyway. Again, the engineer, very odd engineer he has, it seems. He was like, he was basically like, your car might go on fire, but it's up to you if you retire. It's like, odd.
What a weird guy.
Yeah. So yeah, we do get the safety car because Bennett, who was doing okay at this stage, he was in P7, just spins out like wildly. Takes the corner too fast, or maybe he had a problem with his car. It wasn't really clear, but he just starts pirouetting in the middle of the track.
Yeah.
Really crazy, and everyone has to like take avoiding action. It's pretty dramatic.
Yeah.
So we have a safety car for that. That lasts ages, that safety car. So we basically only get 1 lap of racing at the end, which Soloff unfortunately passes Dunn. Camara and Dunn, they have a fight, but Dunn manages to stay ahead. And so it finishes Dirksen, Stensurner, Beganovic at the podium, followed by Soloff, Dunn, Camara, Belinsky, and Goethe. So yeah, Montoya, just first to 11th. I mean, he is in a Prema, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was getting swallowed up by people as he when it was crazy.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
So pretty decent. I mean, I think in Formula 2, it's pretty clear now that there's this Soloft on Camara are the best three drivers. Yeah. And, well, Camara might have the best car.
Camara definitely has the best car.
Yeah. So they made their way up a little bit and got some okay points. You don't get that many points really in the sprint, but it's good if you can score some.
8, don't you? Yeah.
So feature race now. Some people start on the super soft, so the choice is the super soft or the medium.
Mm-hmm.
The super soft, it turns out, because the track is so long, and you have to do 6 laps, like that's the rule. But the super soft can't even, like, it's not going to last that long.
No.
So it's pretty. It's pretty. I mean, I guess they didn't know it, but that's what turned out. But yeah, that was pretty bad. So the race starts. But unfortunately, Bogdanovic stalled on the grid. He also somehow moved before the lights. And then retired.
Then stalled.
Then retired. So, yeah, not good. But at the front, Soloff managed to get ahead of Dunn, and Inthraphuvasak even overtakes Camara. So crazy. But
maybe he's not the best driver.
Well,
if Inthraphuvasak can get past him.
Well, as we discussed, basically, if you start P2 in Spa, you're guaranteed to get the lead.
Yeah.
We do have a safety car basically immediately, which is either caused by Mini or Goethe. So Mini, he gets pushed under the grass by Stenshöne. Then by the time he gets back on track, I think it's a bit late. He brakes very, very late, so he's not really under control when he goes into the corner and into La Source, and he crashes into Belinsky. And he ends up getting a 5-second penalty. But then also Goethe, I think he was hit by Miata, but anyway, he's just stopped on track. So I think that's why we get the safety car. But like there was so much going on.
Mm-hmm.
No,
typical F2.
Yeah, exactly. You're going to the safety car, you just won't be able to pinpoint exactly which incident caused it. So we do get a restart, and Soloff tries to overtake Camara, but gets pushed onto the gravel and then drops back to P5. Now, we discussed before that I wasn't aware that there's this conspiracy that Invicta get favourable rulings.
Yeah.
What do you think about this one?
I mean, I think it's happened again. The more that it happens, the more like evidence it is. Because I do think he pushed him off, and he should have been investigated for that.
Yes.
And because he definitely pushed him off, but no, because he's Invicta, because he's Camara.
Yeah, I think it might be just confirmation bias that once you're aware of the conspiracy, you'd start to see evidence for it everywhere. But I think here it was really, really tight. I think Soloff was, again, because of Max, because everything can be blamed on Max, you have these rules that say, like, if you're ahead at the apex, so if you're overtaken around the outside, you have to be ahead at the apex to be left room on the exit.
Yeah.
And they said Soloff basically he wasn't ahead at the apex, but it's, as we discussed, the apex is not like some well-defined thing. Like it is a bit vibe based. So I whatever the rules are, that shouldn't be allowed. I mean, that was really
no.
But yeah, post Soloff, got pushed off and then dropped back a few places. And then the super soft tires start going off and he gets overtaken by a load of people, like Verone and Bennett, who are on the other tire. That must be humbling.
That's embarrassing. Yeah.
But so lap 6 comes, the super softs, they all pit because they want to get off it. Now, I want to talk about this unsafe release by Inthraphuvasak. So he's released just ahead of Dunn, and Dunn has to brake to avoid hitting him.
Yeah.
And Inthraphuvasak basically has to swerve off into somebody else's pit box, essentially.
Yeah.
They did investigate this, and, well, it's incredibly tortured logic. They basically say that when Inthraphuvasak was given the signal to go, it was a safe release. So it didn't matter that Inthraphuvasak spun his tires and then was slow to get away. That, like, I mean, I don't know, it makes no sense to me.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think they'd be saying that if he'd actually crashed into Dunn or run someone over.
Yeah, exactly.
Because, like, you can't say, oh, well, it was safe when he went. Yeah, but then it became unsafe.
Yeah, because
So
he
then it was
messed
an
up.
unsafe release.
Yeah, I think it must be the rules say, like,
Stewards are fucking mental.
Yeah.
Why are they all stupid?
I think, yeah. My only the only thing I can think of is that they're like, okay, we're investigating whether the team gave an unsafe release order, and here they gave when they gave the order to go, it was safe. But surely there must be some other penalty which says, like, you know, unsafe join or something to the fast lane in the pit or something like.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing, is there isn't a defined different rule for that.
Yeah.
It's classed as an unsafe release.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but then, like, either they rule based on the definition of the rule, or they rule based on the outcome, and they are never consistent with it.
Yeah.
Because this is a case of they've ruled based on the very defining letter of the rule, but not based on the outcome.
Yeah, I think that they really...
Which they should have done.
I think they really didn't want to give Inthraphuvasak a penalty, since it is like a big result for him, but...
Yeah, but...
Yeah, it shouldn't be like that, but I think that's what they've done. But it shouldn't
be like that. You shouldn't be giving, like, preferential treatment to certain drivers based on where they're from, or what team they drive for.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's...
Anyway,
muddy.
I mean, Dunn does overtake him pretty soon after, so it doesn't really matter, but still a bit weird, very weird. Like that decision document, it's like paragraphs and paragraphs trying to justify why they shouldn't give him a penalty. It seems they worked really hard to not give him a penalty.
Yeah.
Anyway, so next big thing that happens is Van Hoopen has a huge crash here.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know, takes too much speed, goes on the curb, car goes round and then slams him straight into the wall. So, yeah, big fire. Crash. Yeah, and then there's a big fire and stuff, yeah. So, first they call the safety car, which allows Leon to pit somehow. Because Leon, I think he started in the Super Softs. He decided he couldn't, like, he had to pit before lap 6. He couldn't even make it that far. So he pit for new tyres, even though it wasn't going to count. So he was going to have to pit again. So he does get to pit again onto the safety car and comes out in the lead. It's mad. I think they only changed 2 of his tyres because the rule says you only have to change 2 tyres.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I've never seen that happen. But yeah. Sure, why not?
Yeah.
No, it counts.
So, yeah. So, like, he started last and now he's in first place. It's wild. But, so they gave enough safety car to let him do that, and then they called the red flag. Because repairing the wall, I think, is going to take a lot of time. So, they do the red flag. Race does eventually restart, but it turns into a timed race now because, you know, they have deadlines. They can't delay the F1, so they got to get it done in 22 minutes.
It's not delaying the F1; it's delaying the build up to the F1.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Exactly.
If we cut out even 10% of the bullshit that happens between an F2 race and an F1 race, there'd still be a lot of time. So.
Yeah. Anyway, race restart. Oh, so the people on the medium tire who were wanting to go long in the race, this red flag really screws them because like they lose all of the time advantage they would have had, and they've still got to do the pit stop. They are allowed to change the tires apparently, but it doesn't count as a pit stop. It doesn't count. Whereas I think in other, is it in F1 maybe just like F1 the rule is you got to run 2 compounds. It doesn't matter how you get them on the car. Whereas I think in F2, it's
Yeah.
you must literally pit and change 2 tyres.
Yes, yeah, because that's why if it rains, they still have to do a pit stop.
Yes.
In F2.
Yes.
Whereas in F1 they don't.
Yeah.
Because the tyre rules go out the window if you use a wet tyre, or an intermediate.
But all these medium drivers, even though they're screwed, they're still ahead of everybody else. So it means that the front runners on the good strategy, like Camara and Dunn, they've got to make their way through the back of the pack. So the race restarts, they get past Leon pretty easily, and then they're stuck going through like Fittipaldi and his ilk. And so it's wild, it's like 5 cars going into a corner together and stuff, and of course something goes wrong. So Fittipaldi gets clipped by Dunn after being overtaken and just goes into the gravel and basically brings out a safety car because he gets stuck. There was no investigation even. It was just either it was just his fault that he was getting overtaken and then got himself clipped, or just that's what happens when you've got fast cars going through slow cars. So it does bring out the safety car. Those runners on the medium, this completely screws them even more because they're like, well, we gotta pit because it's a free pit stop under the safety car, but it's way too early to put the super softs on. So they're damned if they do, they're damned if they don't. So so they all do, but it's just not going to work for them, is it?
No.
Safety car ends. We got 12 minutes of racing now. Camara, he's very rapid. He just pulls away from Dunn. Dunn can't keep up with him. Then we learn Leon has track limit penalty, 5-second penalty. So weekend can't get any worse for him. And then Dunn, he also gets a 5-second penalty for track limits. And when they tell him he's got the black and white flag, he's like, I can't believe it. Like, I don't think I've been off at all. So whatever he was doing it, he just got his lines wrong, I guess, and had been going off track. So really bad. So basically his races, can he build up a 5-second gap to Soloff, who's down in P5 at this stage, but with Leon and Dunn penalties, could get promoted onto the podium. So Dunn tries this, but in the end, he only gets like 4.5 seconds or something, so just doesn't quite make it, but almost does.
No.
Easy enough for Camara to win in the end.
Yeah.
Inthraphuvasak does compete too, because he inherits the lead because of the Leon and Dunn penalties. And Soloff, gets P3 because of Dunn, demoted to P4. Then Gabriella Mini, P5, so great recovery for him, it turned out.
Yeah.
Then Villagomez, then Leon, then Herta, then Mayata, then Boya. However, poor no Leon, he ends up getting disqualified, which does mean that Stensona gets P10. No, he gets disqualified. So do you know the reason for this?
No.
Unbelievable. So apparently a guest of his team, which is Campos, I think, a guest of the team, which I don't know what that means, but anyway, one of their guests put on the wrong headset.
Oh.
And the headset this guest put on had a microphone. And apparently the rule is only certain people are allowed to have the microphone. And so this guest was walking around with it, and one of the officials came up to him and said, "You can't wear that." And he said, No, it's fine. I'll just turn the microphone up. Like, so, it's clear I'm not talking on it. But it doesn't matter. So, well, even weirder, Leon had gone home. He'd left the track. So they put Soloff in to the meeting with the stewards, and Soloff said, "Okay, that guest, he is part of Leon's team, so nothing to do with me." So all the disqualification, so Leon gets disqualified. It's crazy.
Little rat bastard.
Well, I mean, we don't know. We don't know who it is at this stage. No. So, if it's Leon's manager, then fair enough. But if it is just some team guest, then that's really dirty.
That's really oh my god! Talk about throwing someone under the bus.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the team, I think they get some fine. Then they they're given a 25-point penalty in the championship, but it's suspended, so that they don't actually get it. They just say, "Don't do it again, otherwise
don't do it again.
Otherwise, we'll get this." So yeah. But yeah.
Oh my god!
Apparently,
what weird penalty!
Apparently, they take microphones really seriously.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
I can't believe Solov though. You know he's a Red Bull driver. Jesus Christ, ruthless.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's ready to be Lindblad's teammate next year, isn't he?
No, he's not.
Yeah, but also mad. Like, why is he in the?
Why? But why would you disqualify the driver? I guess if they thought he was getting different information, but like, what could this random person be telling him?
Yeah. Well, let's say, for example, it's Montoya's father there sort of coaching him through the lap or something. Yeah. Which I don't think would really help Sebastian.
I don't think it would help, no.
But in principle, I guess you could have, like, I don't know, it's an odd rule. But anyway, that's the rule.
It's very strange, because, like, surely it would just distract the driver. It would probably make them worse.
Yeah.
Than giving them any kind of advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, very strange, very weird.
Anyway, so Solov.
I can't believe Solov.
Yeah, well, it does mean he still leads the championship. Mini, well, it was good damage limitation by Mini after his poor quali, but it doesn't mean Camara just catch up a little bit. Dunn is like basically stuck now in P4. Like he's way ahead of everybody else, but he's probably too far back to challenge. Like for the championship, although we still got 40% of the season to go, so like it's not over. But
some bad weekends for people, might bring him back into it.
Exactly,
but he would need everyone would need to have a bad weekend at the same time.
Yeah, just very unfortunate he got the 5-second penalty here, but that just seems to be with Dunn. Just like he does really well, but just gets some problem and doesn't quite make it or. Yeah.
Yeah. I know what that feels like.
Good. Now, we would move to Indycar now, but unfortunately it got delayed because first the World Cup and then 2, lightning and bad weather. And so it's been postponed to later on Monday night, which is after we record, so we won't be able to cover it till next week, unfortunately.
Yes,
but we can talk a little bit. We can talk about the qualification. Basically, well, it was a bit of a surprise in that Kirkwood is P1, which is a bit mad. I never really had him down as an oval driver, but I guess
he's always seemed to be like a road course kind of driver for me. But good for him. I'm glad there's someone else is taking pole positions and not Alex Palou.
Well, normally on the oval it's Newgon, and he was P2 and Scotty Mack P3, so Penske's all good on it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we've got to talk about Malukas. Oh, my goodness.
Yes,
So...
big crash.
Huge crash. I mean, like, normal crash on an oval, basically. Just... you lose the car and go into the wall, but, like, it is a big crash. So he's injured, we think. They announced that Conor Daly is going to drive the Penske and do qualification, but then they decide not to put him in because they think Malukas might be like able to race. So
well, he'll definitely be able to race now that they've moved the day.
I feel he was eventually cleared to race. So I don't know what the contract is or what. Like, I guess Malukas is like if I'm able to race, I should race. But Penske is probably like, we could put someone else in, not start from the back, and maybe get some. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Like,
but it wouldn't. I guess it would class for Penske, but not for Dave. And if Dave really wants to race, he is very good at ovals, so him starting at the back is not really that much of a hindrance.
Yeah.
So I think he's probably said, "Look, I know." We all love Connor, and he's really good on ovals, but also consider this. I am also very good on ovals.
Yeah.
And I think with his experience with McLaren after he got injured. Probably wants to make sure that he's there.
Oh yeah, I never thought of that. Yeah, he's getting flashbacks. He's like,
yeah, exactly. He's got some PTSD there. So
yeah. Also, so Palou was P4, Dixon P5 for.
So he's going to win
probably. Mentioned some other people. Ed Carpenter Racing looked pretty good because Rossi and Rasmussen P6, P7. That's pretty good. Armstrong actually pretty good. He was P8. Felix Rosenquist.
He's been really good this year.
Yeah, he has been.
I'd say,
But it's more that he was there, but Rosenquist only down in P17. So hard to win.
That is interesting. Yeah.
Win the Indy 500 and then anyway. And then,
he's used up all his oval luck. That's what it is.
That might be it. VK also, maybe he's looking to get himself in the window, look for a new team. But he was P9, which was very good for him. And then you get the McLarens, like they're just so this season. They're not crap, but they're never, just mid.
Yeah.
And Lundgaard, he was accused of being bad at ovals, and he showed he was bad at ovals. So
he's bad at ovals.
But we'll cover the race next week.
Mm-hmm.
So let's end on our usual features. So first of all, let's go with the negative one. Was it a waste of time this weekend?
Oh, I feel like the first sort of 10 laps were all right.
Mm-hmm.
When there was like kind of chaos stuff happening, and then it turned into a massive snooze fest.
Yeah.
As usual. Yeah. F2 was good though.
F2 was very exciting.
Yeah.
It's good. Then, okay, do we have a driver of the day then?
Charles got it, didn't he?
Yeah,
which I would say
I didn't even notice, but
undeserved. I think my driver of the day. Well, I voted for Lando.
Yeah.
Because I think he did all right and got screwed over by strategy. But my other presentation would be Isaac Hadjar.
Yes, although I mean, is it just that the second Red Bull seat we expect so little from it that when they do what they should be doing,
yeah, perhaps,
but yeah.
Either of those two would be fine by me.
Yeah, you could throw in Bortoletto, Colapinto for his crazy move.
Colapinto for his big overtake. Yeah, maybe.
Maybe Inthraphuvasak.
Consolation prize for not winning the World Cup.
Oh yeah. Well, yes.
I'm not giving it to Inthraphuvasak because he didn't get penalised for what he should have been penalised for.
Yeah.
My driver of the day is Nicolas Solo for throwing everyone under the bus.
Yeah, for proving he's ruthless enough,
Drive for Red Bull.
I bet if like Christian Horner or like someone like him were in charge of Red Bull, still they'd be like, yes, that shows he's got the the edge.
The Piranha Club.
Oh God, yeah. Right. Well, do we have an attack mode this weekend?
Oh, I think I've covered a lot of the stuff that's annoyed me. But yes. I mean, the main thing that's annoyed me is IndyCar being postponed. That's really annoyed me. I know it's rain. You can't have rain on an oval because everyone will die. But how about we do?
I'm pretty sure we've had weather before as your attack mode. Yeah, so.
I know we have. Everything that I've got to complain about, we've already covered.
Lightning.
Like, numerous times. So, unless something new happens that's like a brand new thing to annoy me, we are probably just going to cover old ground. So.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Good. Next week we've got F1, F2 in Hungaroring.
Yes.
Well, that'll be a snooze fest probably, but anyway. And we've got Formula E in Tokyo. So 2 races there. Pretty, coming down to the wire in Formula E.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Great. So thank you for listening. If you have any questions or comments, our email address is theoutsidelinepod@gmail.com.
We are also on Blue Sky at The Outside Line Pod.
Otherwise, we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.